What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. And I want to talk about Puff Daddy and his relationship with his stepson, Quincy, right? And and especially like with Quincy to me, like I said, Quincy is the stepson of Puff Daddy, um, and their relationship. Do you think, in your opinion, I want to know everybody's opinion, like, do you think that Quincy should know better than to be so dedicated and go so hard for Puff Daddy, knowing that, like Puff Daddy is not even his real father? I just think that Quincy is old enough now to know, and that Puff Daddy is not his real father, and that he really, he got to really try to repair and forge like a relationship with his own father. That's his blood. But it seems to me that Quincy early on was probably probably was brainwashed into the situation. But once you get old enough to understand that, and you're your own man, and you're old enough to think for yourself, you have to be able to try to, especially if his father is always trying to reach out to him. His father saw that some of the things that Puff Daddy was exposing him to wasn't good for him. Wasn't good for his son Quincy, and so he constantly tried to reach out to him. But Quincy was not as receptive, in a lot of people's opinion, was not as receptive as maybe people think he should have been. And so what I want to know, like, is part of this like his mother, Quincy's mother's fault, right? Should she have, like, all right, so she was caught between two men. She had a kid by Albie Shore, but then she started this a relationship with Puff Daddy. And so out of respect for Puff Daddy, she probably just wanted her son to respect Puff Daddy, but she should have tried to have her son have a relationship with his father, because that's what's best for him. Now you got this dude out here, Quincy out here, and he's really, he's really just really making himself look kind of I don't know. I think it's not a good look for him to really be, acting like Puff Daddy is his real father, when everybody knows that Puff Daddy is not his real father, and his real father is really trying to, to be in his life, and has always tried to be in his life, from what people say. But I'm wondering how much does money fall into that? Like, you see that, like Puff Daddy had all the money. He had, he was able to do things financially for Quincy that maybe his father, or do more for Quincy than what his father can do. And so now, Puff Daddy was able to, in my opinion, purchase Quincy's love and purchase Quincy's affection, just like he would be able to do with a woman. And so now, but like I said, now that Quincy is a man, he should really be trying to establish more of a relationship with his father. Puff Daddy has, according to allegedly, done some things that really put all of his sons in a position, in a position that no father would really, or expose them to some things that, no father should expose their kids to. And, Quincy, could be, like he could have some legal troubles because of this thing. So, because of Puffy's situation. But, I just think that, like I said, that Puffy and Quincy should really try to forge a relationship with his father, especially since his father wants to be in his life. He should be old enough to know that he cannot, go by everything that his mother told him, as far as like their relationship, what happened in the relationship. It's two sides to every story. He needs to speak with his father about the relationship, and and take it from there. But and I bring this up because this, now Puff Daddy and all of these people are famous, but I have seen this situation from people who are not famous. Like, you have the stepfather stepping, and then the son will take to the stepfather. And I think it's not fair to the son or the real father for the mother not to encourage that. She needs to encourage her son to have a relationship, a close bond with the real father. And I've seen situations, like I said, like this. And later on in life, it really don't really work out for the son. They just seem to be conflicted, because they feel that natural, and they can't fight that natural bond that they have with their biological father, but the adoptive father may be able to do some things for them, and then, and so that appealed to them. But that bond is not as strong, in my opinion. Sooner or later that financial bond just wears thin. I think it's that natural bond that the father has with the son. I think is more in the long run will be more stronger than what what the bond that Puffy can have with his son, or any adoptive father can have with his son. And I think the mother should encourage at any time, whenever possible, encourage the sons to develop a relationship with their father. That's if the father is also open to having a relationship, which I think in this case, and a lot of people think in this case, that Al B. Sure is, he is trying to have a relationship. He wants what's best for his son. He wants his son to be safe. He know that this situation with Puff Daddy is, could possibly put Quincy in a position that's not safe. So let me know what you think about it. The situation with Quincy, Puffy, and and his father, Al B. Sure. Is it the woman's fault that Puffy and that Al B. Sure and Quincy is not close, or is it on right now? Is it on Quincy now that Quincy's a grown man? Let me know what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.